Hello and welcome back to Bit Trading. My name is AJ, one of the mentors here, and today we are going to take a look at the price of Bitcoin. We're going to go through what has happened within the price of Bitcoin and the trade that we are currently in, and then we're going to take a look at some future price levels that we are interested in trading. So if that sounds interesting, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new, and turn the bell notification on so you never ever miss another video, and watch the video until the end because I am going to give you some very valuable information on how to profit off of these price movements. So jumping straight on into the charts, what we can observe is that we are currently in a short position, okay? And this short position is a trade that I gave to my team on the Visionary Discord, okay? So taking a look at the Visionary Discord, you can see I said to my team, re-entering the short as the price is locally still looking bearish, okay? I was telling them why, okay? SFP and with bearish open interest and CVD, okay? So this was enough for me to actually enter into a short position here, okay? And as you can see, we took TP1 on the short at 45%, okay? And then TP2 at 80%. So this was a really profitable trade, and this was only a scalp trade for us. So this isn't, one of our big trades. It's only a scalp trade, and the reason it is a scalp trade is because we're not seeing much volatility within the markets at the moment, okay? And we'll get onto that in a moment. The reason I said re-entering the short trade was because we were actually previously in a short trade as well. As you can see here, I said short setup, SFP with bearish CVD and open interest, exactly the same setup, okay? And we took TP1 there at the GP, as you can see right there with the golden pocket, okay? We took TP on that at 81%, over 81%. So we've made some really nice trades this week, okay? Very profitable trades. Like I said, they've only been scalp trades, okay? They haven't been the nice big swing trades that we usually look for, okay? But we can't look for those trades at this current time because we're just not seeing those movements, okay? So the trades that we are looking for at this moment in time are scalp trades, okay? And that's okay, we can still make really nice profits with these scalp trades, okay? As you can very clearly see, my team and I have been making some really nice profits over the past few days. So yeah, if you want access to this Visionary Discord, click the link in the description. It will take you over to bittrading.uk. Click join Bit Trading here and you can gain access to that Visionary membership. We also have free courses available for you on the website as well. So yeah, that's what's happened, and we're still currently in this short position, okay? I've taken around 75% of the initial capital that I put into the trade out of the trade, okay? So I've taken 75% profit, and yeah, I'm just letting the rest of the trade ride, okay? I'm not too bothered about that. I've taken 75% profit, okay? My stop loss hasn't been moved to entry. I'm not going to do that. I've taken 75% profit, okay? There's only a little bit left in the trade. If it hits stop loss, I'm not too bothered. We've already taken some really nice profits off of this trade, okay? And if it hits stop loss, this trade is still going to be a winning trade because we have taken profits. And this is what I always tell my team, you need to take profits, okay? You're not a profitable trader unless you take profits, okay? So yeah, right now, just letting that trade ride. If it continues towards the downside, then great, okay? This trade is going to continue to yield us profits, but if it hits that stop loss, that's okay. It's still a very profitable trade, okay? Now, yeah, from here, this is one reason why I took profits, okay? What was it? 80%, okay? We took profits here this morning. Why? Because what we can see is we're actually getting an SFP of this sell side liquidity right here, okay? And remember, this is the 15-minute time frame, okay? So this would only be a scalp trade, but there was an opportunity here for a nice little long position, okay? Remember, scalp trading, you only want to look for these short movements, okay? And you want to take profits, even though it's a very small movement. With leverage that we're using here, okay, we can really magnify that profit, okay, and yeah, turn a 1% move into a 100% move, depending on the leverage that you are using. So this morning this would have been a nice trade, but for me, I didn't actually enter into this trade because I'm actually looking for this bigger level down here, okay, this bigger level of sell side liquidity. If we can sweep this, then I would possibly look at entering into a trade if I see all the confirmation and all the confluence aligning, of course. And yeah, the Visionary members over on the Visionary Discord will be the first people to know about it if I do enter that trade. But yeah, like I said, I'm only looking for these small movements at this current time because we're not seeing much volatility in the markets at this moment in time. But today is a day where we're going to see huge price fluctuations, most likely. okay, because, you know, we're going to get a lot of volatility coming into the markets because of the Fed interest rate decision. We have that today. Okay, let's just refresh that and make sure. Yep, so in 5 hours and 41 minutes, we are going to have that the FOMC meeting, the Fed interest rate decision. And what is going to happen? Well, we're going to see the Fed obviously either increase or decrease the rates, or, you know, possibly keep them the same. And yeah, from there, okay, we're going to get volatility coming into the markets, whether that's bearish or bullish. We don't know as of yet. Okay, we are, you know, just going to have to wait and see what happens there. Okay, but remember, here at Bit Trading, we do not trade, okay, fundamental news. We only trade the technicals. That's how I trade, you know, only trade the technicals, and that is what makes me a profitable trader. Okay. For me, that works, okay? Maybe for other people, trading fundamental news, it works for them, okay? But for me, trading the technical works, okay? And obviously, you know, I've got a very good track record. You know, you can have a look at all the trades that we have previously taken on the Visionary Discord. This was a really, really nice trade, 200% in a profit. But yeah, so that's sort of, you know, what has happened, okay? And what's, you know, we're looking for, you know, we're looking for big volatility. So today is probably not the best day to be looking at trading unless, you know, one of our key levels is going to be tapped on, okay? And of course, I'm going to go over those key levels in a minute, okay? But, you know, today is probably not the best day to be looking at trading, especially scalp trading as well, as, you know, we are going to start getting a lot of volatility coming into the markets, especially coming into that FOMC meeting and, you know, during it and afterwards as well, okay? So we do just have to be very, very aware of that. But yeah, zooming out, okay? This is what I like to do. You know, I like to zoom out and I like to look at, you know, the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 3 hour, the 4 hour time frame. Those are my favorite time frames to look for these, you know, bigger movements, okay? So let's actually zoom out on the 2 hour and we can see this range that we are in, okay? We've been trading within this range for a very long time now, okay? And yeah, range high up here, this is a level that I'm interested in trading. Range high is always a good level to trade, okay? If we see the confirmation and the confluence at this level, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to enter into a nice juicy short position, okay? And vice versa, okay? We have the range low down here, okay? Vice versa, exactly the same thing. If we see the price come to the range low and we see the bullish confirmation and the bullish confluence, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to enter into a long position, okay? But, you know, if we don't see the bearish confirmation at the range high or the bullish confluence and confirmations at the range low, okay, then we're looking to break that level, and then we're either looking for higher prices or lower prices, you know, depending whether we're testing the range high or the range low, okay? So we have to be aware of that. We only enter into the short up here or the long here if we see the bullish or bearish confirmation or bullish or bearish confluence, okay? We have to look for the confirmation and the confluence before we enter into a trade. If we don't see all of the confirmation and the confluence aligning, then we're not going to enter the trade because, you know, we're most likely going to see the trade go against us if we were to enter it without all the confirmation and confluence, okay? So those are the levels that I'm most interested in trading. But of course, you know, we have internal levels as well, okay? And we've been trading these internal levels, okay? We traded this level right here. That was a really, really nice trade, okay? Obviously, it didn't yield us the results I wanted it to, okay? But initially, it was still a profitable trade, okay? 86% in a profit we made there, okay? And the previous, you know, big swing trade that we took was actually this trade right here, where we got a nice big move towards the downside. That was the 200% trade that we took. Okay, that was a really, really profitable trade. Okay, so yeah, right now this price action is a bit choppy, is a bit messy. You know, I don't tend to like I don't tend to like trading this price action here. You know, if I do trade it, it is only going to be scalp trades. Okay, because we're not seeing, you know, those really clean moves and the clean highs and the clean lows, you know, that are easy to trade, okay? Like, you know, the range high, the range low here, or even this high here. You know, it was a nice clean high and it gave us a good opportunity to enter into a short, and that's exactly what we did. Made some really, really nice profits, okay? So right now, this isn't the best price action to be trading, and as you can observe right here, we're actually forming a you know, a parallel channel and an ascending parallel channel, okay? So we are most likely going to see a break of this ascending parallel channel, and most likely towards the downside, okay? These do tend to break towards the downside the majority of the time, and here at Bit Trading, we don't trade patterns. That's not what we do, but we use patterns to help with our confirmation, with our confluence, okay? And sort of confirm a direction, okay? So if this were to break towards the downside, with high volume, then there's a possibility that, a high probability that we're going to see a continuation towards the downside, possibly coming to the target at the low here. Okay. However, if we get a break towards the downside, okay, and then we don't get a break on high volume, we're most likely going to see a fake out. And I love to trade fake outs, okay, because the majority of the people, what are they doing? They're looking at this pattern, seeing a breakout, and everyone's entering into a short position. Okay, because we're getting a breakout here. The silly money is entering into a short position. They're not looking at everything. They're not looking at the volume. They're not looking at the confirmation factors that you need to, have aligning with the confluence to actually enter into a trade. Okay, so all the shorts get wrecked here. Okay, and then what do we see? Okay, we see the price reverse and we see a big move towards the upside. So that's what we like to capitalize on. Okay, so if we do get a break towards the downside and I don't see the bearish confirmations and the bearish confluence, and I see the bullish confirmation and bullish confluence, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to enter into a long position. Okay, so that's sort of something that I'm looking for. If we can break down bearishly, great. Okay, then we're looking for lower prices. But if we can't, okay, and if we break down bullishly, then what we're going to do, we're going to enter into a long and we're going to look for higher prices. Okay, so remember, range high is a level I'm interested in shorting. Range low is an interesting level that I'm looking to long. Okay, then of course we have this parallel channel. Okay, if we break towards the downside with bearish indications, then we're looking for lower prices. If we break towards the downside with bullish indications, we're looking to long. Okay, so these are the scenarios that I am looking at. Okay, these are the obvious scenarios that I'm looking at. Okay, now let's have a look at the sort of less obvious scenarios that we could be looking at. Okay, we have this internal high right here. Okay, this internal high could offer us a really nice short position. Okay, so here, if we come up, we see the bearish confirmation and the bearish confluence. Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to enter into a short position. Okay, only if we see the bearish confirmation and the bearish confluence. Okay, it could be a nice short from there. Okay, so that's another level that I'm interested in trading. Now, when it comes to this price action here, okay, we have a load of lows here. Okay, a load of lows. Am I interested in trading these lows? Not really. Okay, maybe for a scalp trade, yes. Okay, but this price action, like I said, is a bit choppy. It's a bit messy. I don't really like trading this price action unless it is a scalp trade. Okay, so I'm not going to give you any of these as key levels. Okay, I'm not going to give you these as key levels because realistically, they're not key levels. Okay, if I were to trade them, it would only be a scalp trade, and I wouldn't expect much profits off of these trades. I'll be taking profits really, really quickly. Okay, so yeah, those are the levels, those are the scenarios that I'm interested in trading. Okay. Anything else, I'm not really interested in trading unless, we form a new, nice clean low, okay, or a nice clean high. If we can form a nice clean low, and we can take that out, okay, that could offer us a nice long position from there, something like that, okay. But yeah, of course, this may not play out, okay. I'm just giving you an example. If we can form a nice clean low, okay, and then we can take that low out, okay, then we can be looking for a nice long position, and vice versa. If we can create a new nice high, internal high, then we could be looking to take that high, okay, sweep that high, okay, and then short that high, okay, possibly. Okay, we have to see. Obviously, we don't just want to come up with scenarios. We just want to trade the reactions off the key levels we have, okay. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you today. Remember, if you want to join the Visionary Discord, make sure you click the link in the description. It will take you over to bittrading.uk, where you can gain access to that Visionary Discord where I'm giving all of my trades away. Before I go, let's just have a look at the open interest and CVDs. Let's see if they're offering us anything. They're not really offering us anything at this moment in time. We're not at a key level to be looking into a trade. But yeah, we're still in this short position. So let's just see how this short position actually plays out. So that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Smash that thumbs up button if you enjoyed. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you guys. See you later. Goodbye.